One of these days, I'm just for a joke gonna slap myself during intro. Anyways, hello and welcome back to the wild. And my name is Beast, and today we're back with the Ditzy demons.
Self-harm is fun.
This is basically to make up for Sunday.
Hi. Sorry about that, folks.
And it'll also, like, slightly fucking... like, I'm basically trying to waste time so I don't have to start Yuu-Route 2 before Riddle Jokers and the Ditzy Demons fan disc. Because nobody wants me to, like, get into a route and then just, like, oh, whoops, guess it's not continuing for a month. Then again, it would be basically the experience Bosco viewers have. I hate myself, sorry. I'm very sorry. Like, I have nothing against Scott.
Fight.
I have nothing against Scott, but there's always something funny to me when I just sit back, open the YouTube feed, and see, yes, he's still recording Alcana.
His next magnum opus after Grisaia.
How long was he? How long was he playing fucking Senran Banka? I remember he was on that for a long time.
Isn't he still going at it?
He's
only done Lena's route. He hasn't finished Mako's route yet.
Mako! I wasn't aware that we were suddenly in Final Fantasy 70. Hold on, let me just, like, I wanna, like, quickly check. Like, I finished Yuu-Route in 16 parts, right?
Yeah.
I remember someone being worried about me being able to finish it based off of how long boss war took. Let's check if that was actually a worry.
Let's remember, audience.
Why is there a playlist called Sleep Deprived Tier Lists?
Oh yeah, that's basically where he takes the various characters in a certain game and just lists them, well, ranks them first to, I think it's 7th.
Okay.
He's done it with Grisaia, Yuu-Route, funnily enough.
Yuu-Route took 60 parts.
Oh no.
And then there's my 16!
This man. That man, bro.
That's actually funny to me. Just like there's the 60 and then the 16.
How long are his parts?
Hold on. Roughly 50 minutes.
15?
50.
Yeah, 50.
There's one that's an hour 28, one that's an hour 13. Seems to roughly be 50, with some outliers going over. Nothing seems to go below 40 though.
He must waste a lot of time talking about...
Actually, there's one that goes below 40, namely the final part of Shachi's, right?
Yeah. And of course, the end of Emi's route in Kaduaja Shujo, which only lasts about 10 minutes.
And there's one that's 29 minutes, that's the finale for Patricia's route, which I just put in together with Firecracker Nobuchina.
Oh, that was such a trip.
How long did I take for Alcana?
Not epic proportions.
Hold on, I'm actually curious right now. Like, I'm actually currently trying to get through Alcana, but I don't know why, but the common route is a slog to me right now.
Comrade.
Common route, not comrade.
Comrade.
I took 19 parts. Oh yeah, I remember why I took 19 parts. I think I recorded the entirety of Misaki's route. I think it was like overall like 5 hours of content, but something happened that caused me to lose all footage, so I had to do it all again. Like, I remember that I was trying to get to that because I was close to classes starting back up, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I was close to classes starting back up. Because back then I was actually still in school, if I remember correctly. Or was I? No, I was already out of school. Or was I? I don't fucking remember. The virus fucked with my sense of time. We've spent 5 minutes making fun of Scott. We should probably not.
Yeah.
Sorry if anyone's watching. I mean no harm. He's a fun guy. And I don't mean he's a mushroom.
He's a fuck off.
There isn't much room for that kind of humor.
I mean, it's not. I'm not the one who made up the joke. There's literally a transformation in The Binding of Isaac that's called Fun Guy that you get when you collect enough mushroom items. And you get a toad hat.
I hate that.
You just get like a toad hat. Sadly, a damage sound does not just become the pain scream of a toad.
You just hear fucking hear Toad from Mario's yelp in pain.
I forgot. Hold on.
What in the hell was that?
I was
Sound
reading the
effects.
line.
By slamming a knife on your cutting board?
That was my hand on the table.
I'm not immersed enough then.
The rhythm of the
My
knife on the
immersion's been
chopping
broken.
board is audible all the way back in my room. It's been 1 day since you and I announced our engagement to the others. Hold on, you're trying to say that is not him cooking right now?
That's a frightening thought.
Get your stomach medicine ready!
Yeah, I'm kind of grateful I've got Terrace Chocolate Orange right next to me here.
I forgot that I have fucking tangerines upstairs. I already
Not
finished
too-
the dried apples I had yesterday. That's actually something that my grandparents really like to make. That just like cut apples into slices and then you like let them dry.
Alright, we stew ours. We have our own
it's
trees.
it's really sweet. Like it's basically just a snack.
Alright, we have Hereford russet ones. We stew them after a while.
Yeah. Oh,
Anyways,
fuck you, Wookiees.
婚約者らしいこと任せて。私はここに料理修行に来てるの。
No!
I don't like where this is going.
Other than to hell.
I could probably cook better than you. Let's be honest. Like I know that at least my salmon is edible, and my gyros.
Salmon. Not salmon.
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 It's salmon.
I'm going to eradicate your entire bloodline!
Come try it, bitch. I'm American.
This is going
That
to
just
become
makes it easier!
considerable.
You will not make 5 steps
time.
onto the family farm. Bitch.
All I gotta do is tell the military that there's oil under your house and they'll fucking take care of it for me.
Goddamn capitalism.
The Americans don't get
Get
to
the
say
militia.
that! The Americans don't get to say that. Anyways, you strike as confident and breast accentuating pose. Of course, that part is fucking important. Of course, you'd have to mention it. By the way, I feel the need to show y'all something because I was toying around with the cheat engine earlier, and
He's hagging, bro.
basically, I was just faffing about in different games with the new saves and cheats. So one of which was Borderlands 2, which has a rapid fire mode, and an unlimited ammo mode, and a no reload mode.
Brrr.
It's just a minigun.
Now it works on shotguns.
So it's a Spaz
Oh, I
12.
just
No,
nutted.
not a Spaz 12. A
Here's the
AA-12
thing
with
though,
a-
the first time I finally found a shotgun that I could pull that with because it had more than one ammo. Like I started shooting and I suddenly saw behind me. Like the recoil caused my character just almost immediately shoot up and then behind her. By the way, your character is called Yoshino, and she looks like Yoshino from.
Yeah, my suggestion, as I recall.
Yep. Actually, I kind of feel like making a Gunzerker now. It's gonna be so fun because he has 2 heads to wield guns with simultaneously. Oh, I can't wait to get a rocket launcher. I just realized.
Rocket launcher.
Imagine an infinite ammo, no reload, Gatling gun rocket launcher.
Well, the people over in the Middle East can.
Too
soon.
LRS system.
I don't see how I don't see how that works. I mean, I don't see the exploding people in that one.
People are wondering how to make the Holy Land more holy. That's how.
Well, have you ever seen...
I was joking about Allahu Akbar.
Oh dear. Anyway, carrying on with the episode.
Isn't the term bridal training?
細かいことを気にするのがレンの悪い癖。男は黙って椅子に座ってればいい。
That's what's
フル
worrying.
コースをご馳走してあげましょう。
That's what's worrying.
in the chair and shut up.
I'm really like earlier today, John actually showed me a character trailer for our Genshin character, and her voice really reminds me of you for some reason, and it's slightly bothering me. Fun thing is, it's an ice swordswoman, so it would fit even. Anyways, we've already wasted 12 minutes. So, you's making me a meal now. Thwonk. Wait, she is making food, right? I've never heard a sound quite like that in the kitchen before. You? Everything okay in there? I just heard a sound.
大丈夫。レンは黙って待っていて。私が最高の料理を食べさせてあげる。
Premium level food. Oh boy.
Worry.
I wonder what she's killing and...
Like,
Yeah.
I'm a man of culture. I put Tabasco
She
on my
is
pizza.
killing something in there.
Like, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a man of culture. I put Tabasco on my pizza, but by God, I feel like I would not survive View's cooking.
What?
Huh?
I
But you're lagging.
all I put garlic
He's turned into a robot.
Oh no, Robo Bud.
salt. Well,
I still need to really like
Hello?
commission someone
Better
to
now?
actually make a proper channel
Hello?
logo for me.
Hello.
Ah, there we go.
Yes.
That's better. So what were you
Fuck
saying?
Wookie. There. I forget what I was saying.
I said I'm a man of culture. I put Tabasco on my pizza, but I probably wouldn't be able to survive used food.
Probably
Oh,
put a
that's right.
ghost pepper on
Garlic
it.
salt. I put garlic salt on my pizza.
Garlic
Huh?
salt sounds a bit unhealthy. Actual crushed garlic, yes.
Garlic salt is something used in cooking, not to be put on food.
Be a bit leery about that.
Like, I actually do put garlic salt in my gyros. And it's fucking good. Like, my gyros is some prime gyros.
Mm.
Some people might think it's too spicy, though. After all, I do actually put some
Spicy.
After all, I do actually put some Tabasco in the pan when I make that gyros. Okay, but
料理が終わるまで 決してこの襖を開けないでくださいね。
Worry.
Hmm.
That's going to be a problem if you're making sounds like you're about to knock the door down. And that's not a sliding door anyway. She was referring to an old folk tale about a crane, but she's a Yokiona, so there's not a feather to be found on her. I mean, I do remember that folk tale. Wasn't it like something about like a woman that would constantly tell her husband not to go into the kitchen while she cooks? And one day, while she went to check, when she realized, she turned to a crane and flew away or something. Wasn't it that something like that? Anyways, really hope the kitchen survives whatever she's doing. Can't see what she's doing from this angle. I do recall that she did make actual food for the cooking battle before. In fact, she did it pretty well. I won't need to worry about her serving me something otherworldly.
And red.
But thinking along those lines is rude to her, and besides the point anyway. What I really should be worrying about is her dishing out something ridiculously spicy again. And that's an actual legitimate concern. I hope she at least gives me something edible. Bang. Clang. Crash. She finds something to the death in there. It's an open fucking kitchen. You can see what she's doing. Or what? Are you just literally standing outside the door of the fucking living room? Need some fuck.
Like it.
I don't have anything to drink down here, fuck.
Well done.
I don't even know. I'm asking. Is she extracting components from something alive? What is this? A real life monster hunting game? Carve quickly! Suddenly Basil Goose music starts playing.
Some sort of battle between the Doom factions.
Yu floats out of the kitchen with a disconcertingly satisfied smile on her face. Nope, I just got here. Only just got here. I'm assuming you wanted me to say that, since your line is the stereotypical late to a date line.
さあ、今練習期間。実戦の前には度重なる演習が必要。
You shouldn't be late to a date in the first place.
Also, may I point out that Napoleon Bonaparte pointed out that every army marches on its stomach.
Every army marches on its stomach, but by God, his stomach's gonna march all over fucking him.
Probably.
Following that metaphor, what enemy are you going to fight? This exchange is veering in the wrong direction, I think.
一生懸命愛情を込めて作ってみた。食べて。
I'd rather face a French column.
This is, I sweep over the array of dishes made with love on the table. As I feared, everything here is completely red. Hell, they're a dark ruby red even. A dark ruby red is actually better than like a crimson red. Actually, no, this is darker than that. Even better!
It's a black hole.
In Hex, it'd be written as, I don't know what to read that as.
Number 59262D.
Thanks. It reminds you of a Crush character that recently got another like weird texting thing, and it's basically somehow like I think it was like some time travel bullshit where she found a phone that lets her talk to the marshmallow that is the main character, but she's back in the 60s or the 80s, I think it was. Like 80s, 90s, around that time. And basically, she time traveled to the present and texted him again. However, the fashion of time travel was, let's say it was the old-fashioned way, by waiting. So she's a MILF now, is what I'm trying to say. Those are not my words, those are the words of the main character. Which, I mean, they gave me two different options, and one of them called her a MILF, so I, of course, decided, fuck it, let's go for it. Because that's gotta be the funniest shit that's gonna be, that's gotta be the funniest option. And since there's no serious repercussion for the options in that game, we always go for the funniest one. Wow. Beef with potatoes, completely red. Miso soup like a lake of blood. Tempura breading, crimson like an inferno. That's the worrying one. Rice, deep scarlet, of course. Same for that one. And then the tofu. What a lovely shade of vermilion. Wow. Talk about exotic. Didn't even know it was possible to turn tofu completely red like that. You failed! You fidgets nervously. Face as red as a feast of doom. As her feast of doom. Yep, that's a cute look on her. I'm a fan. She'd be a lot cuter if she hadn't just served me food in the same blazing hue, though. Well, swallow some spit again in an attempt to steel myself of what's to come. My neck just fucking snapped. I have no choice. Eat this, I must. Eat this, I must.
I think even
backflips I do. Responsible for war crimes, I am. The joke is that it sounds like Yoda.
Yeah, I'd guessed. Also, Bud appears to have disappeared, but...
Why?
Yeah, it's Mike's.
Ah, okay. Shall we wait? Ah, there we go.
And we got a bit worried.
Why you muted, bro? And he's muted again. You okay there, bud? Hello?
I'm fine. Yes.
Why are you muted?
Yes.
Why are you muted?
I am not.
You
I'm
were
not
muted.
I'm not muted.
Yeah, your mic was muted
I
for a
were,
while.
but I am not now.
Yeah, but why
Huzzah!
were you?
Let's roll.
And he's muted again.
Yeah.
You're dumb bitch. They didn't hear that.
Ah, that's why he's muted. I did not take the younger siblings into account. These still sound like a girl.
No, he sounds decent now.
Ah, okay.
Look,
Funny
he leaned over to me when he leaned over when my mic was muted. And
is he aware that this is going to be uploaded
Yo,
for thousands of people to see?
Me, your pocket pussy's here.
Like, is he aware that like hundreds of
You wish.
people are going to see this? Like, I hope thousands are going to be it's going to be the case at some point. I mean, there is one video that's.
Tell him to join us. He can make a public exhibition of himself for the benefit of the internet.
Tell him to
He
come
already makes enough of a fool himself as it is.
Tell him to come here if he wants the internet to laugh at him. And I mean at him, not with him.
Yeah. Here you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The technical difficulties we all go through.
Little
was once
siblings,
interrupted
namely. The worst
I was
technical difficulties.
I was interrupted because of cherries on one memorable occasion. I think it was the first ever show I took part in.
I really want some booze right now. Anyways. I'm so afraid that I inverted the words in that sentence without even thinking about it. My eyes are starting to water and I haven't even caught a whiff of it yet. This is where I'm gonna die, isn't it?
So this is where I die.
Silence! You die now! Yu is watching me hesitate with an expectant look on her face. Ugh, that's not fair. I can't say no to her if she does that. I don't dare tell her I'm out after she's gone to such lengths. Fine, I'll eat it. Here goes. Yes. Today is a good day to die!
Prepare for ramming speed.
I mean, he's probably gonna be ramming her late at night, if you know what I'm saying.
You didn't get it as a
Okay,
start.
I'll have a bit.
Cease.
I'll have a bite or two.
Commander Worf is disappointed.
I reach for the chopsticks and immediately fumble. My hands are shaking with fear. Actually, this is more like excitement. Or so I tell myself, justifying it with "you've always wanted a girl to cook for you" excuse. Oh man, the smell of it is making my throat burn. It's insane. You seriously mean for me, a mere human, to eat this? Oh well. Mom, Dad, Emmy, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna outlive any of you. Pray for me, mother!
レンってマザコン
Every man in the world loves his mother, you. I'm not giving her the satisfaction of a serious response. In one quick motion, I scoop a spoonful of the might as well actually be on fire meat and potatoes into my mouth. So spicy, I'm gonna die! Why, it's not. I was ready to meet my end, but this is kind of anticlimactic. Sample a bite of each of the things on the table. It's not spicy at all. It's actually pretty nice. Ah! So spicy! There it is! Suddenly, all at once, my mouth is ablaze!
どう美味しいでしょレン
Can't even muster an answer for you, who's still smiling with utmost confidence. I mean, I can't badmouth it when she worked so hard. No, badmouth it. Be fucking honest with it, or she will never improve. In fact, be harsh about it. There's also the fact that spiciness is making it hard to form words too. Point is, it's really damn hot. It might as well be lava. It hurts so bad. I feel like any water I drink would instantly boil away.
やはり人類にはまだ早かったかはいお水
You hands me a glass, which I drink greedily. My whole mouth aches. My spiciness freakout spent a lot of my energy.
でどう私の自慢の料理の数々は
Zero. I think you might need a little more practice. Particularly making sure the result is edible by humans.
やっぱり難易度減るモードは早かったね
That's supposed to be the easy part! How's that the hardest thing to improve for you? I was just very confused because I didn't hear the sound of someone quitting the call, but suddenly the sound of someone joining the call came on. So I was just very confused, like, huh? Who the fuck's there, John?
Yeah, John's hijacked his way in.
Please, for my own well-being, try to keep it normal.
花嫁修行は難しい
Nah, you're just a freak.
Oof.
Oof.
Here's the thing, you gotta be a freak of nature to somehow turn everything you cook blazing red. Next
And
time,
spicy to go with it.
let me in on the recipe. Let's make normal meals together. Please. I prostrate myself before her, tears welling up in my eyes.
Before Gordon Ramsay comes round to our house.
I feel like that's not even gonna be a problem because he's probably gonna die after one fucking spoonful.
Mouthful of filth.
He won't have the time to
Gordon
actually
Ramsay.
cuss her out because he's busy dying of fucking spiciness.
Just spiciness. He fucking dies of spiciness. Oh, it's a new one, Jack.
Spice. I might die of an aneurysm if I have to eat this every day.
わ
Oof.
かった。じゃあ、そうする。
Huh? She was oddly quick to agree to that.
じゃあ、今度料理教えてくれる？一緒に作ってくれる？
You don't get to see me now. It has suddenly become very foggy. I don't know why, but I just like I still have this bag where the dried apples was in, and I just decided to like put it over the cam, so now it looks like I'm in very thick fog.
You should describe Britain's weather for the last few days.
You've described our weather for the last month.
Shit weather! That's how you describe Britain weather. Which is actually funny because that time I was in Ireland, it actually never rained except on our last day on the way to the fucking the airport.
Yeah, back to Shannon, Nurke. Or Dublin, wherever you ended up.
Oh no, we actually like went over there and spent the day at the capital of Northern Ireland. What was it called?
Belfast.
Belfast.
Northern
thanks.
Ireland. Oh.
Basically, like we went over there, we landed in an airport in Dublin, then took the bus to Northern Ireland, then spent 2 days there, then went back to Dublin, spent 2 days there, and then went back home. It was actually really fucking comfortable, and no one ever fucking asked me for my ID.
Explode.
Like, never. No one...
Did any cars explode?
No.
Not the true Northern Ireland experience.
No, you're thinking of Derry. Or Omar. Actually, no.
But yeah,
Omar's
basically,
close to the
like,
bone.
no one ever fucking asked for my ID, even though I was basically the one in the group to buy all the alcohol.
Sing up the Rogers.
Like, I was the one that was sent into the shops to get the alcohol. Which
You
was
were the proxy.
Which was especially funny because one dude in the group had to take pain medication, so he wasn't allowed to drink. So he just sat on his bed, watching us play cards, and just drink the life out of us. Which made things very awkward when we had to explain to our teacher why one of us was upstairs in the bathroom throwing up. Also, something. What first time thing I did? Another thing I did for the first time in Ireland was I tried Guinness.
It's not actually that good.
Fuck! It tastes disgusting.
Yeah, I've done it.
Forget
once in
not
Patrick's
good.
Day.
It's actual. It's like somebody served up diarrhea to drink.
Okay, a bit strong, but
Like I
to be
tried
honest,
it, couldn't fucking fathom how someone could call this good beer and pass it on to my friend. Like we were like 5 guys in a row. So I passed it on to my friend. He tried it.
Previous sentence.
Immediately had the same sentiment as me. Passed it on to the next one.
Yeah.
Tried it. Same sentiment. Passed it on. Tried it. Same sentiment. Passed it on. So the last guy had to keep it since he couldn't pass it on to anyone anymore, and he seems to hate it the least. So he basically had to drink it, even though he personally also didn't like it. Later that day, because it was his birthday, the teachers, when everyone was basically for the roll call, collecting in the lounge of the hostel, basically said like, okay, so since it's his birthday, we decided to give him something fitting off Ireland, and they put a can of Guinness in front of him.
And then he gave them the evils.
The thing is, he couldn't like say no or anything, since they didn't know that we had a Guinness.
Yeah, 1 between 5.
Like, we weren't allowed to actually drink alcohol during that field trip.
But you did.
Yes, especially one where the teachers knew that I was drinking alcohol, Basically, because I thought because I thought I was allowed to order a drink at a pub where we were eating, so I ordered some Irish blonde ale, and I went back upstairs, and the teacher saw and was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm sorry. I thought we were allowed. No, not really. Oh fuck. What the fuck should I supposed to be? Oh fuck it, one is fine. No, fuck it, I'll get one as well. And thus, the teacher went and got himself some beer as well. The thing is, I actually wanted Irish red ale instead of blonde ale. Ended up having both during that trip. Blonde ale at the pub and a red ale just from a shop. The blonde ale tasted bad. The red ale was actually fine. However, the best thing I drank all fucking trip is still good old cider.
Yeah.
It's actually what spawned my love of cider.
Okay, so you had a Magners or something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
Good old Ireland.
Good old Kopparberg.
That's Swedish.
I still got Kopparberg over there, and here's the one thing that I thought was fucking best about Kopparberg is because you can't get drunk off of it. Why? It's so fucking sweet you'll throw up before you get drunk.
Yeah, you are gonna get diabetes before you throw up.
The thing is, I think placebo messed with my head though, since I did start stumbling a little during that trip when we were in the last hostel and we had a bunch of vodka, whole bottles of vodka, a bottle of Jack Daniels, and I had 6 whole cans of Kopparberg, and I drank 3 of them, and a glass of both the vodka and the Jack Daniels mixed with Coca-Cola. Basically, one glass was 1/3 Jack Daniels, 2/3 Coca-Cola, and the other was 1/3 the vodka and 2/3 Coca-Cola. And I think placebo started to mess with my head because I've drank more at the same time at this point and never felt drunk. That was the only time I legitimately felt drunk, so I feel like it was just placebo, and we've wasted half an hour and I'm still in this scene. Is this going to be another biblically accurate Angels?
Possibly. Do we really care too much?
Before I started the part, I talked about commissioning an artist to make little caricatures of us for me to put in the thumbnails, right? Well, what if I did that, but Bud, instead of just being a dog, was a dog but just covered in eyes?
Oh god.
Just to reference the biblically accurate Angels, and both and the two of us are just looking over at him what the fuck? Bud is in one corner holding a sign with the number of the part on it. And the two of us are in the other corner just, what the fuck? Biblically accurate Bud! Biblically accurate Bud!
If there's any fan artists out there willing to do this for nothing, hit us up at the Discord server available in the description.
Don't forget that I don't take any kind of responsibility for anything that goes down in there. I've lost control of it for a long time at this point.
Who knows? You may
At this point, it's like a PUBG server.
There are those puppy dog eyes again. It's practically the same expression as when we brought the food out in the first. When she brought the food out in the first place, but somehow different. Different to the point that I think she's messing with me. My tongue twitches, still aching. Sure, of course.
ありがとうね。嬉しい。
Why? She wasn't playing games with my head. She actually meant it this time.
Ooh.
This is what you wanted from the beginning, isn't it? Well, whatever. She's happy and that's enough. More importantly, what am I supposed to do with the death buffet in front of me? Yeehaw. The sun has set. As usual, everyone has eaten dinner by this time, and I've finished cleaning up the mess. So now I have the rest of the night to myself in my room. At the moment I'm spending the time Browsing recipes on my smartphone. You seems to have the basic skills down, so I figure we don't have to start from the simplest one. The biggest problem is to tackle is her tendency to spice things beyond reason. Otherwise, I shouldn't have to teach. I shouldn't have much to teach her. Maybe it'd be best to go with a meat and potato stew like the one she made before. Following the recipe is easy enough. Right, guess we'll go with that. Time for lights out then. I'm gonna be honest, like I don't measure things when I cook. Really.
Just a teaspoon of this shit, whatever that is. Just throw a handful.
Just a handful. Literally, just grab it by the hand and throw it in.
What is this? Oh yeah, sprinkle that in there.
Like basically, like in our kind of extra one, during one scene, Misaki's trying to teach Mashiro how to.
Mr. Meeksix.
I'm going to fucking end you. Basically, in one scene, Misaki's trying to teach Mashiro how to make a boiled taro. I think broiled taro or something like that. Basically, she didn't like say, okay, so put this much soy sauce in it, put this much sugar in it, heat it for this long, or something like. She just grabbed the bottle of soy sauce and it was roughly like this, and I don't know, like I don't fucking know, 3 spoons of sugar, I guess. I don't fucking know. And just like completely eyeballing it, and that's basically how I cook. If it's not like the amount of water, the only thing I measure is the amount of water. If I make a soup or sauce,
Brother, may I have soup?
something that I eat often is just spätzle with salt with ramsauce. I don't know what it is in English.
Sounds like
Hold on, let me just look this up.
Rams sauce, which is kind of.
Apparently, cream sauce.
Today's Sesame Street is brought to you by the word gastronome.
That sounds like you just said gas. What, you feeling gassy?
You didn't hear a word I said, did you?
I heard gastronome.
Good.
Wouldn't it be gastronome, though?
Eh.
I don't fucking
Down to
know.
local derivation and pronunciation. Anyway.
What's spätzle, actually? Hold on.
Yep, we can have some more translations, boys and girls.
Spätzle. Let's see. English. Spätzle. Or Knöpfle. Is a type of pasta made with fresh eggs and found in the cuisines of southern Germany and Austria, Switzerland, Hungary, Slovenia, Alsace, Moselle, and South Tyrol.
A non-Italian pasta. That's neat.
It's actually really good. Like something I do is just spätzle with cream sauce. Tastes really good. It's quick, takes maybe like 4 minutes, and boom, done, and filling as shit. Anyways, time's for lights out. Time for lights out then. Right as I turn over to hit the switch, I hear a knock on the door. It's unlocked. Come on in.
こんばんは。
I can see what's going to happen next, can you?
Titty.
Yep.
What's
I
up,
like where this is
you?
going.
今日はレンと一緒に寝ようと思って。私たち婚約者だし、それっぽいでしょ？
You take a seat on the bed beside me. The motion sends her hair swaying back, so the scent of her shampoo wafts past my nose. Well, thank God. If it's just past your nose, you must have not smelled it. That one was bad. I'm sorry. That was just a bad joke. It's different from the ones Emmy and Lydia use. And for mine as well, of course. Obviously, everyone has their own choices for shampoo, but this is the first time I've noticed Yuu's. My heartbeat involuntarily quickens a bit. Come on, man, come on down! Come on, baby! I don't know why I'm suddenly just acting as if I'm fucking little Max coach. Hit him, baby! You'll only get self-conscious if you get flustered for that.
どうしたのね顔真っ赤暑い
Sure, yeah, probably.
変なレン
That's the right person. She tilts her head slightly, revealing the nape of her neck. Her sex appeal goes up another point. I don't see what's sexy about that. At least the description.
Some people like necks.
Yeah, it's a hickey target.
And some people like wrapping their arms around that. Or hands. And, you know, applying force. A lot of force.
Kinky.
Greeting them warmly by the jugular.
I want to punch someone in the throat.
Imagine if that's how people hugged each other. You just
What?
see two people walk up to each other really warmly, greeting each other, and they start strangling each other to death.
I forgot to read that one. My heartbeat intensifies again. Damn it, stop paying attention to her body. You declaring that she wants to sleep here did this to me. I have to get those other ideas out of my mind. No, you have to get your dick in her.
We are not subtle.
No one ever fucking... No one ever... Like, why am I too stupid to think of the word right now? No one ever assumed we're subtle. There we go. Claimed. That was the one. I'm fucking stupid. Hold on.
Ow.
No, or it didn't hurt. My forehead is very sturdy. Anyways, hold on. Is it down to 2 already? It's already down to 2. Why is this fucking heating pillow so warm? Kind of redundant thing to say. So I tell myself inwardly.
じゃあベッドに入ろう
Why is this fire
明
so
日は学
hot?
園があるしもう寝た方がいいかな
Why is this ice so cold?
Oh man, he's Magic Man.
It doesn't use
Watch him
water
touch
as
this
wet.
hot fire.
Why does this gun shoot?
You, unlike me, passes on straight to the point at her own pace. Clearly, I'm the only one excited here. No, she came here to fuck you. And I don't mean that she's trying to peg you.
Oh, good.
I don't think we were ready for that.
I'll never be
I
ready.
feel like half of the
for
fucking
that.
audience doesn't even know what pegging is.
Bless
Good.
them.
Keep it that way.
Keep it that way.
Hence, they'll probably look it up right now and then suffer.
Don't look it up.
Put the Google down.
Or discover a new kink.
Oh no.
Who knows? People are weird.
Go and Google something else.
Like
I
the
don't know,
Geneva Conventions.
So that
How-
you know
How to make seaside rock
what
or-
law-
Realizing that, I successfully calmed down a bit. But temporary or otherwise, why is you going to such lengths?
どうしたのレン寝ない
She'll
の
be break.
You're the only one who still
Break the
thinks it's a
legs.
temporary affair, motherfucker. I'll sleep on the floor. Or wait, maybe the living room.
それじゃあ意味がない
You're a fucking idiot. You? Wait, is she angry? That's the impression I get from seeing her cheeks puffed out like that.
私とレンは婚約者なんだから一緒に寝ても変じゃない早く入って
She grabs my shirt and pulls me under the covers. Once comfortable, she holds me close. I feel as though her scent has grown stronger and more overpowering since I first noticed it. This is way too stimulating. My heart disregards my desire for self-control and runs wild. It only gets worse when I start to worry that she can hear it. Too shy to deal with it. I turn away from you, Now our backs are against each other. You feel so warm, which is weird for Yuki-onna. Feel her fidget. Ah! Yes, and I feel movement on her end. My whole body twitches in response. I hear her soft breathing. Last thing we did in this room comes to mind. Oh yeah, they already did fuck. I forget.
Fail.
I just saw what Bud put in the group chat. Nani. Why does it
He's a
look
good
like
boy,
a
eh?
cult leader?
A
To
what?
be honest, it looks like a guy in samurai armor.
Samurai armor? That's not samurai armor.
For some strange reason, that's what I was thinking.
No, that's an army uniform.
Oh, right.
There is a... What I did to her. More importantly, what she did to me after that. Damn it, now I'm hard.
ねレン
Huh?
Damn,
Ah, shit, got a stiffy. She whispers gently to me. The sound doesn't even echo, instead melting into the darkness around us. Yeah. If she thought to ask, then she already knew I was. As embarrassing as it is, I have to be honest. The honest truth is, I'm pretty turned on. Her hand comes around me from behind. Feel the body heat emanating from her, warming up my back. Gently, she presses up against me. You? Now it thumps even harder. Must be audible to her now. She's clearly picked up on that as well.
今すごく悶々としてる
Sorry, I can't keep you out of my head like this.
違う私が女の子だって性欲くらいあるから
Yu's arm tightens around my midriff. Badoom, badoom. That's not the sound of my heart. It's Yu's, and I can hear it through my body. A ripple runs through me with every beat. The ripple. Hamon! Oh, so Yu's getting excited
Hamon,
over me as
Habibi,
well.
Hamon.
Huh?
Habibi.
Fuck?
Not seen that video, eh?
Nah. That's
Hamoud.
That's kind of a happy discovery. Though now isn't really the best time for that revelation.
でも我慢しないとダメなのだからなんとかして
Do something? Well, what would you prefer? Give me some ideas.
しりとり
Work, Jane, eh? The suggestion almost makes me chuckle. Something weird that happened yesterday during the recording on Alcana Extra 1 is I accidentally pressed one of the 5 extra buttons that my mouse has. And for some reason it caused the game to skip for a little as well as turn Chinese.
Okay.
水黑花飘飘，冰敷小小。
ブログだよ
Anyways, the suggestion almost makes me chuckle. Temporarily or not, we're an engaged couple in bed together. And yet she recommends playing a word game of all things while huddled up against each other. There's something about that suggestion that makes you sound cute again. I'm willing to bet Yu's lacking of imagination stems from her being as self-conscious as I am right now. Especially given that we both want to do some much more mature things. But we can't, so I need to distract ourselves from the idea. Works for me, or chain it is.
私からねブラックリスト
Just a pretty odd word to start with there. Anyway, tunnel.
ビーム兵器
What's with her word choice? Rank.
キリングマシーン
Mina. I guess words ending in N don't count as a loss this time. If I had counted that one this early, then we'd still be as hot and bothered as when we started. Back and forth continues as we pass the time through the night. As silly as the scene is, I still find it somewhat romantic. Honest to God, it would probably be easy for them to just fuck and then pass out from exhaustion. Well, it's far from actually being romantic, but I could detect a hint of it. If anything, it's a kind of nonsensical moment I suppose we're prone to share.
He didn't spoon her. No points.
If he spooned her, he'd be pressing his boner into her ass, which is not something they want at the moment. Alas, the sun illuminates all, even sleep-deprived couples like us, who so dearly wish it wouldn't.
削岩機
They're still going. Another R.
ねえ早くこのままだと寝る寝てもいい
Hold on.
学園まで連れてってくれる
If you don't mind having one arm draped over my shoulder like a wounded soldier, then sure.
婚約者が冷たい
You expect me to carry you like Snow White? You know I have no energy for that. Anyway, let's see. Riddle. That's right, we spent the entire damn night playing that game. Why we're still doing it, I have no idea.
おはようレン君ゆうちゃんリリア呼んだ
Lydia.
何やってるの
Actually, I was wondering that myself. In the end, you and I both doze off as we stroll to school. We assume the wounded soldier stance, with Lydia supporting both of us.
Thanks for it.
レン
ありがとう。
私はこう思うの婚約者ってなんだろうって
There's not much to think about there. Engaged means that you're planning on getting married.
Yeah, with likelihood of being bonded for the rest of your life.
Yeah. It's not that hard, Hugh. There's not much thinking to do. I bet. I chew through my food as I listen to her words. So begins our late breakfast conversation just between the two of us. Everyone else, by the way, has already finished and left. You and I are late. Because once again, she refused to come out of the bed, claiming it was too cold.
そこでお互いを知ろうと思います
Have you come up with a new plan for us, dear producer? It's been a few days since I officially became her temporary fiancé. I'm already used to this sort of conversation. As was the case when we first met, I have trouble following Yu's line of reasoning. Yu is, to simplify, the type of girl to act on any big ideas that find its way into her head. Not that she rushes into it, because without thinking, of course. She does give each new thought due consideration. So if she's settled on this one, I suspect it won't end in a pointless endeavor. Think y'all could entertain the people while I go fetch myself something to drink? Or should I just pause the recording?
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna pause the recording real quick and get myself something to fucking sip.
Back in sec, audience.
We're back! I got some sip!
Hello again.
He got the angry juice.
No, it's no beer, sadly. It's iced tea. However,
well.
it is one almost empty bottle of iced tea and 6 more 1.5 liter bottles. So I'm now going to be good, I hope.
Yeah.
Anyways. Or so I think, but it's not like she hasn't jumped into random plans without thinking them over first, before. Talking to someone, okay? Shut the fuck up. So, what are you proposing this time? I don't want to know more about you. If only to learn more about how I feel about her. I want to know if I really do love you. What exactly do you mean by learning more about each other? Hold on.
そこが問題私なりにいろいろ考えてみた
Damn they gon' go on a date! I feel. Anyways.
リリアは幼馴染、エミリは妹、アルルは後輩。みんなそれぞれレンのことを知ってる。私だけレンの情報が少ない。
You may have a point. She may be my classmate, but she only recently transferred in. And chances are the other girls collectively know more about me than I know about myself. Not that there's much to know about me in the first place. I'm not even a demon like them.
そう。私はもっとレンのことが知りたい。
That's really pleasant to hear. It's nice knowing that you wants to learn about me, as much as I want to learn about her. It does make me blush a little. But still, I'm happy about it.
そこで、お互いの情報交換をしようと思う。まずは私から質問するから答えて。
Okay, that's whatever. I sit down on the sofa and try to brighten up my face a bit. There, all ready. I can take any question she throws at me now. I feel like he's immediately going to fucking fail on the first question.
Here goes.
Yule was forthcoming about what she wants. Well, at least I should do is acknowledge that honesty.
まず好きな体位から。
We're in the deep end now.
Well, you say we're in the deep end now, but I think she just went off the deep end.
Just off the cliff. Just whee!
You! Hold on. You know what? Fuck it. Do I have tissues right here? Somewhere? Nope, I'm out of tissues. Can I use that? Can I use that? Should I use that? Hold on.
Why do you need tissues? Ah, that.
His answer came very quickly.
Basically, I need something to like do the
Make the motivate, yes.
spit take into. And it was this weird USB tutorial, like manual thing for, I think it was, what was it? Oh, for my mouse. Which, imagining having to read a manual on how to, like, connect the mouse to your computer. That was completely...
Bruh.
You! Why start with that?
そんなに変なこと聞いた？一般的な質問だと思うけど。
Oh. I know where that would count as a typical question. At the very least, I suppose it counts as a normal between a pair of lovers, I guess. Huh. Actually, you and I are temporarily engaged in a way. It makes sense that you would ask that. So the logic would go anyways, but,
次はレンが私に質問してみて。何でも答える。
You passes the baton to me, apparently either satisfied with my response or else just not willing to wait for a proper one. I pat on the latter. A question. Let me think. I guess I'll go with a classic. What are your hobbies?
いいよ、少々。
Okay.
Dabble in masturbation.
Okay.
And I quote Daniel Nerdcube Hardcastle hashtag have a wank.
No.
I guess you could say that she likes to delve into caves.
Spelunchology.
Don't.
Personal
Her
spelunchology.
favorite game is Spelunky.
Spelunk. You can't really match Spelunky with Spunk very easily, can't you?
Spunky.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it just is a bit boring.
Spunklunky doesn't sound good either.
No, I struggled as well.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Okay, what about your favorite
それはレンも知っ
food?
てるはず。辛いものが好き。辛くないものは辛くする。
When she's not in heat herself! I'm gonna get a bottle thrown at me, aren't I?
I completely missed that. And I accidentally rammed my fingernail into my hand. Let me just, to reach the bottle, fuck. Oh, there we go. There we go, this time it actually landed in the fucking bag. Who's laughing?
Anyway. Anyway, silly puns and one-liners aside.
I could have guessed that just by comparing your spice consumption to the rest of us. On that note, it's worth mentioning that her cooking for me is becoming much more palatable. It's still a little bit spicy, but with the other flavors still intact. How about you let her and actually ask some questions? What are you hooked on lately, then? I'm addicted to you! Oh, how's that song? Oh my god, I'm going to call this part Addicted to You.
Oh dear.
I'm sorry? I stuttered in surprise. I hadn't expected that answer.
だから、レンにハマってる。雑婚ラブです。好き。
Straight face. Totally dead serious. Eyes focused on me. She's not remotely kidding. I'm starting to see how she's changed lately. She doesn't say the unexpected in jest or and wait for a response anymore. She just says the truth and tells it straight. Yeah, same here. That's okay for me to say, right? You did just directly say that she loves me. This curious relationship started because I wanted to keep her here as long as I could. My avant-garde proposal on the beach was made in mild desperation, but now I still don't fully know how to quantify how I feel. Whatever that emotion is, it's not half-baked by any means. I want to be with you, to understand her. That's what I've come to recognize in my heart so far. But still, I have yet to say anything definite of my own accord.
というか、なんでお見合いみたいになってるの？私たち婚約者なのに、こんなことしてもしょうがない。
Huh? Ah, right, I guess that's true. I falter, knowing I have no words to deny anything she just said.
で、買い物に付き合って。
Right now?
さあ、私のことを知ってもらう。実際に見た方が早いと思う。ね、付き合って。
Okay, let's do this. Leroy. Can I ever hope to keep up with her whims? That aspect of her is charming and all, so I don't mind, but still. I've always been captivated by her, so I can't find any reason to resist. I grimace to myself and stand up.
レンも喜ぶ。
Oh no, she's gonna go buy underwear. His lips curl in a mischievous smile. Uh-oh, I know that face, she's planning something. Worry of what might be in store for me, I accompany her through the door. So, where are you planning to go? You has been dead silence ever since we left the dorm. I'm going to turn down the fucking heating pillow to 2. The only reply I've received from her this whole time is, "Be quiet and follow me." All I can do is walk alongside her and glance idly at the scenery as we move ahead. The streets of the shopping district are as busy as usual. The butchers and the farmers are out barking for customers in loud voices. I can imagine just going down a fucking shopping district and suddenly just on all directions just hear bark! 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 Bark!
That would increase custom. Have dogs at the entrance of every shop.
I remember there was like this old show that I used to watch where they would like pit humans against either animals or machines, and one of them was like there's like this weird monkey with like a huge nose that's known for screaming. Basically, they pitted like a professional, like I don't know the English word right now. Hold on.
Opera singer?
No.
Orator? Big nose? Politician? Member of the
Just Barker. Just Barker.
Okay.
Like they pitted that against
That's probably a macaque by the sound of it.
Hold on, what was it? It was like Galileo.
Galileo.
It's like a it's like a
Figaro.
show. Hold on, let me just Bryllup. What was Bryllup in English? Howler monkey, apparently.
Ah.
Just a howler monkey. Like they've tested if professional like Barker could scream louder than a howler monkey, and he just like blew that fucking monkey out of the water. So yeah, that man is very loud. Anyways,
You had one job.
I mean, he has one job, and he fucking beat a monkey at his job.
That monkey had one job.
I wonder
Trained
what
his
I
whole
should
life
make with this. Summer
Born
vegetables on
for-
sale today. After all this, I'm still thinking like a housewife.
ここ
You stopped in front of an eye-catching store. Draped in pink, green, and purple. It's hard not to notice. But I have to look away. Yep. I've been up and down this street plenty of times. And I know exactly where we are. This is an adult store. Seriously, you? Like, for real? Here. This is what this was a destination. Not the fancy-looking cafe next door. That's a bad positioning for a cafe.
Mm.
I don't even feel like voicing my confusions over putting a cafe next to an adult store, of all things. Thanks for voicing that. Thanks for acknowledging that. You said I'd enjoy it. I mean, I'd be perfectly happy to go in there and take a look around. I've done it before. But that's if I were alone and only then. Going in with a girl is a whole different hurdle to jump. Instead of waiting for me to stop hesitating in front of the shop, you just strolls right in. What am I supposed to do now? Follow her, you fucking idiot. Think and then think!
何してるのね早く入ってというか入らないとみんなに見られるから
Oh, right. Especially since there's a cafe next to it where people sit and drink in peace, just admiring their surroundings and chatting. If you need to come up with any better solution, I follow you inside. The interior is just as colorful as the exterior, but I imagine any adult shop in Japan is much the same. Why does this dummy have a fucking face in here?
We've been through this. They're all haunting.
Yeah,
Here
but
we go.
we've been through this, but we haven't been through it enough because it still fucking creeps me out.
Welcome back,
Wall-
Land Summers.
The wall is lined with a kind of material, all kinds of material, three-dimensional and otherwise. And here I am in the middle of it. With a girl my age. This is embarrassing in more ways than one. I haven't been this nervous ever since the first time I came. I'm sorry for that one. My partner, meanwhile... That is a short skirt.
Just casually going through.
Walks through the aisles with a remarkable air of purpose and calm. I get the impression that she's been here a few times already. She's been so positive ever since she arrived here. What a stalwart girl. I owe her my respect.
はい到着
While I'm lost in my amazement at her confidence, Yu arrives at what she's been seeking. Stand in front of the X-rated books section. Hold on. This particular store has a vast selection, ranging from videos to games and even toys. So I don't know. I would just say that after you go to the books section.
Yeah, you can find those in ordinary bookshops as well.
Oh, okay. Out of all those
Well,
things,
in Britain
you
anyway.
chose to come to this corner of the place. So, how am I supposed to know you better here?
私はエログッズが大好きです。
Would it kill you to show a little bit of shame when you say that? There's a moment when being frank is not a plus for me. Though she did say she made a hobby of playing with herself. Might know this is you I'm talking about. There's a good chance she's still messing with me here.
レンは何か勘違いしてる。私はいつだってマジ。本気と書いてマジマジ。
The Magica opening is suddenly stuck in my head.
Oh dear.
Well, if you mean what you're saying, what else can I do? It's a question I really wish I didn't have to be rhetorical.
そんなマジマジマジな私は G にもこだわる。だからここにもお世話になってる。
Does she have a loyalty card?
Add one to the list of new super series revelations. Fucking book of fuck it. A repeat customer, really? Okay then. So considering that, not sure whether I'm happy or worried to hear that.
というわけで、どれがいい？
What point? Would you please tell me what exactly I'm here for?
もう、レンは本当に私がいないとダメね。これが私の趣味。好きなもの。田舎と違って欲しい時に手に入る。本当に感動した。しかも品揃えも豊富。エッチな本は私にとってのバイブルだったの。閉鎖された田舎だと変な情報しか入ってこないから。
What does the resident paladin player say to this? Hello?
I have nothing to say. She is not a true person of the holy faith.
This is the sort of person we take up to a wicker man and burn.
I guess the only reference point for erotica out there is seeing raccoons mating or something like that, huh? Though to some, I bet that would be the most wholesome reference point for what sex is like. Erotica features a lot more weird stuff than I can imagine finding in nature. In the animal world, they practice the purest, most basic form of sex there is.
レン
Are you sure?
私は自分のことを
Do you see
正直に
animals
話した
kinking out?
だからレンも教えて。
Well, probably not.
Why does this just remind me of Ride Wife? Life good. Wife fight back. Kill wife.
Kill the wife.
Wife gone.
Wife gone.
Think about wife.
Regret.
Regret. Anyways. Tell you what.
好きな体位。ぶっちゃけると好きなエッチ。
What do you consider as our position other than precarious?
I choose not to react to that joke. This all of our recordings are basically just us cracking extremely bad jokes and just the others just deciding, you know what, we're just gonna be polite and just ignore he ever said that.
Yeah.
It's the politer of the two options. I don't know about answering that here. Did you drag me here purely to force an answer out of me? I'm a virgin anyway. I mean, she and the other girls have done a lot to me over the past couple of weeks. But I still have my V-card! I mean, I do have positions I prefer. But that's only in the context of what I see on a screen or in a book. A funny little thing, The reason for Yamato's weird anal fetish is, Wanko, actually. Because when they were children, he had to at one point give her a suppository. Which was the first time he ever saw a girl's hole. So it kind of like changed him. That's why Yamato has a weird fetish for anal.
That's nice. That's nice. Now
Wish it wasn't the case.
I've ever heard that.
Now to get the mind bleach.
Yes, I agree. But that's only in the concept. I already read that line. I give no answer to a question about that which I've never experienced. That sounded almost proverbial. Nice.
さあ、選ぶがいい勇者よ。今こそ冒険の時は来た。
If the time for adventure waits, why the fuck are you in a sex shop and not in the bedroom?
We need a bard on this recording.
I mean, I am currently the bard of the D&D session.
Oh, perfect. Off you go then.
Like, I think I've told y'all what the fuck is wrong with Yashana. Yashana is a hot mess, and I do believe that she fucked someone's lights out last session. That was so fucking funny. Especially since it was literally like almost the last thing that happened the entire session. Like, Soul just straight up gave another like solo encounter to the guy standing guard just so he wouldn't have to end on that note. Yashana is such a hot mess and it's amazing. Okay, very well. As your majesty's desires, I shall select a fitting specimen. Who keeps disconnecting? I'll just shoot a warning shot down by his feet. But dude, it's a grenade launcher. Ah, whatever. Potato, potato.
Potato, potato.
Potato, potato, because no one fucking says potato.
Anyway.
Tomato, tomato works. Some people say tomato, some people say tomato. No one fucking says potato!
Tomato.
Anyways,
It's pronounced tomato.
yeah, it's about potato right now.
Potato.
There's tomato and tomato.
Sponge.
Both pronunciations
Tomato.
exist. But no one fucking says potato! Like, the person who says potato is just wrong. They just have, like, fucking, I don't know, Down syndrome or something.
For reference,
That's not how that works. It's the same thing.
we're talking about a meme that Bud posted a little while ago.
Anyways, I don't dare tell her that
no
I can't
idea what
decide at
was
this
going on.
point. I nod and scan the shelves. What kind of sex do I like? Should I just pick according to genre? Low station roleplay, private tutor, foursomes, seaside resort scenes, last resort, time-stopping scenarios.
Time stopping?
Those
Time
never end
only
well.
moves when I move.
No,
Put in the
we're
hot
not
into
talking
super
super hot
hot.
here.
Super hot fire, boy.
Wow, there really are endless choices. Or more fetishes out there than grains of sand on the beach. Some of which shouldn't exist. Still, I can't escape reality by marveling at it. Ah, she's so close! I still can't believe you has forced me to pick an adult book right in front of her. She's cranked the difficulty up to max. Like, European Extreme hard. What the fuck is European Extreme?
Well, see, it's hard to live as a European.
I can't afford to pick something she'd find strange.
Let's say about the rest of the world.
Fucking got him.
何それ、ドン引き。レンがそんな人だなんて知らなかった。もう、別れましょう。
That's
Let's
a
split
weird
up, gang.
fantasy to have. Ah, just thinking about that makes my head hurt! My heart hurt. Wait, I'm not about to let her pin a yellow stripe on me. At the same time, I'm aware that she counts as normal for me. What she counts as normal for me might not be so normal to her. It's entirely possible that she's going to use this to gauge what I expect of her. Oh, maybe you brought me here because that's exactly what you wanted to find out about me. She just wants to know what your favorite sex position is. Stop reading into it. I knew it. I can't help to read her as well as she reads me. This means it's even more imperative that I choose carefully.
Why is this? I just played me like a damn fiddle.
If I choose a normal one, you could assume I chose. If I choose a normal one, you could assume I chose it to hide that I have a weird fetish, so I should choose something abnormal instead. No, it's a trap. I can't think that way. The answer is...
That's a trap? What kind of trap?
ちょっとラップみたい。ラップって妄想で暴走って。
She does have a nice laugh.
She does, yes. Somehow my profound logical struggle has struck a humorous nerve in you. Speaking objectively, it's mildly terrifying that you can find it in her to laugh out loud in a store like this. Though admittedly, I imagine the sight of me staring down a rack of erotica is equally unnerving.
ひとしきり笑ったところで。
You holds her hands to her torso and straightens herself up.
レンが選ばないなら私が選ぶ。このままじゃ間に合わないし。
Run out of time for what? Yu has already reached out and pulled a book from the shelf before I even finished my question.
用事は終わった。じゃあ、帰ろう。
I don't have to choose after all? It's over? Just like that?
そう。後で何を買ったか見せてあげる。
Oh. Okay. I don't feel any better about this. Well, whatever, let's just get out of here. Let me just break my neck. All the other patrons are staring daggers at me as if to say, how dare you bring your girlfriend into a sex shop? Why else would you be in a sex shop? To buy stuff to do, to have fun with your girlfriend with. I speed up the trip back to the dorm as much as I can. Like, don't go to a sex shop to buy shit. Just, like, books and stuff like that. Don't buy at a sex shop. The internet exists for that.
Yeah.
Like, we know the internet exists for them.
He don't got Amazon Prime confirmed.
She already said she'd show me when we returned, but I'm sure she's saying this now to vex me. She shakes the bag a little for the rustling sound as if to pique my curiosity more. She may be the one asking, but I get the impression that she wants to take it out more than I do. It's kind of cute how she's barely even trying to hide her excitement about it. Or would be if what she was so excited about wasn't adult content. She asks again with her eyes and a chuckle this time. So she's trying to see if I'm interested. What a silly question. She might have bought an X-rated book, but as a red-blooded boy, I obviously have a few of my own already. Erotica is what it is. I'm not shocked out of my shoes that she has the volume of it. I'm not super curious just because she happened to pick it out. As if, of course I am! I actually do really want to know, so please just take it out and show me already.
じゃあ、教えてあげましょう。その名も、奥様は突然に。
I see, so you get off on married couple scenarios, do you? Not that I'm not prone to getting off on good material in that category myself, but that title does seem kind of familiar. The cover features a young woman with a come-hither look, rear end suggestively facing the viewer. The art style is curvy, with top-notch attention to detail and that fleshy feeling. That sounds disgusting. Her expression is one of craving tinged with a hint of shyness. Nice choice, you. Very good.
さて、じゃあ早速読んでみましょう。
Super seriously?
Ooh, book club.
突然ですが、私は大好きな人と結婚しました。若奥様ってやつだぞ。
Yu ignores my serious job and starts reading aloud beside me. Thinking clearly for a moment, I realize that this is a crazy scene. When would I ever expect to have a girl in my room reading a freshly opened book of porn? Is there a word for this? Some kind of new fetish. I think it's called humiliation fetish. Let myself stew in my thoughts and my half-curious, half-excited state. Yu, meanwhile, reads on, paying me no mind.
今日も旦那様のために美味しいご飯を作ってからの。帰ってきてから即質問。おかえりなさい。私にする？私にする？それとも、あたい？バックログ。
2 seconds after opening the book, there she is. She's a go-getter, I like that.
もう、玄関でするなんてエッチなんだから。興奮しちゃう。こんなところでしたらご近所様に声が聞こえちゃう。それもまた興奮のスパイス。
Cease your heresy.
You?
もう玄関でバックからですか。これは獣のような激しいエッチですね。
You seems to be into this.
このシーンは結構使える気がする。とてもエッチ。
I can use this.
She nods
What a
herself in
worrying
agreement.
words.
This is what people mean when they talk about looking so hard your eyes could eat it. Like, do people say that? I'm not really sure. Within a minute, Yu is hunched over, engrossed in the book. I can no longer see the pages myself. So this is the kind of material that gets you entranced, is it? I had no idea you loved erotica so much. Well, what can I say?
Except you're welcome.
I was holding that back. I was holding that back! And you just had to do it.
Though I have heard the song, I've not actually watched that film.
I've also not watched Moana. I'm a healthy adolescent guy, and naturally I want to see the contents as well. It was you who said that we should get to know each other better. And by that knowledge, it follows that I should learn more about what kind of erotic things she's into. There, perfect excuse, time to execute my plan. Here's hoping she doesn't mind.
Execute Order 66.
Oh, knowing them, it's probably gonna be Order 69 instead. If you'll excuse me, I lean over her shoulder from behind to take a look. First thing I see is the book, which shows the husband and wife getting it on. The scene that shows sex as something both happy and fun. How appropriate. You can see the line, I'm happy that I can spend time with my husband like this in the corner. The image of sex is, well, erotic. Rousing even. You can see why you would find it so fascinating. You? It's been a minute or two since she last turned the page. Oh no, she's turned on. Her eyes have been locked on the scene and this page for a while now. This is the moment where the couple in the book talk and reaffirm how much they love each other. You? I get it, actually. Why wouldn't you react this way? You was just another girl at heart. Of course she'd admire the concept of fervent, loving sex. She made that much clear the last two times we got intimate. I mean, that happened because we were caught in the heat of the moment, but feelings must have been there to some degree. I personally don't doubt that sharing a moment like this would be sublime. I know I have to tell her that I love her, but is that right? I still don't know what to call these emotions, or how to even describe them. Should I confess either of those things? Is it improper of me to communicate these vague feelings to her? I'm sure you yourself would be at least somewhat flustered or confused if I did so now.
イチャラブエッジ。憧れる。
Huh?
そろそろチャージも終わった頃、しっかり溜まってるはず。
Charging?
See a phone?
A lot of what?
例の正規。
You? The bed shakes with a creaking sound. Huh? Wait, what? What's she doing? Where did that focused, serious mood go? When did it turn sweet?
レンしよう
And then they fucked.
Oh, they fucking.
Oh, she's still reading there. Oh no, I just note. Fuck.
Got him.
I need to censor that. I actually need to censor that post record, post in post. 1:35:15. Let's make it 1:35:15. Let me just turn off the feed real quick. Can somebody put 1:35:15 in the group chat real quick?
Oh, yeah.
I need to open timestamps to censor.
Oh, okay, Bud's done it. Good.
Thanks. Anyways, let's turn on censorship. Boom. And I'm actually gonna... You know what, fuck it, I'm not gonna move it so it shows the rest of the CG, because the CG is utterly unusable. It's just ass. You... What are you doing?
まだ興奮しない？少し読みが甘かったかな。
You giggles and turns to look back at the book.
なら、私がこれを読んであげる。レンが私を襲うようにね。
Anyone want to just skip ahead to the next scene?
Tempting, yes, but
Yes.
Maybe there's some story plot here.
No.
I
I
sense an
came for the
excuse.
No.
I'm all fucking, I read hentai for the plot moment right there, boys.
Don't zoom in on the end.
Oh god.
She beckons to me with a shake
Don't
of her
zoom
ass
in
in my direction. Wow. Without thinking, I swallow nervously. Round, smooth ass is covered by her skirt. No, it isn't. There is no skirt to be seen.
I need to buy that rubber chicken of disapproval that I was telling Bud about beforehand.
And just barely at the angle where I'm not sure if her panties are visible or not. No, there's literally everything is on fucking in fucking view. Stop bullshitting yourself. Focus on my vision like the point of a nail.
あなた、挿入して。
No. Yu's voice has grown a shade sweeter than normal.
私とあなたは夫婦なんだ。
No.
プリ入れて。
No. Intoxicating smell in the air. I'm doing words. Having a harder and harder time keeping my thoughts straight between the two. Is this what people mean when they say they've lost all reason? Yule laughs at me, evidently aware of what I'm thinking.
ほら、
Exactly what I'm thinking.
あなた、ここ。あなたと初めてつながった場所だよ。
Yu reads lines from the manga aloud and raises her ass, inserting herself into the role. She angles herself so I can see perfectly. I want to touch it, I want to grab it, I want to bury my face in it. What?
Okay, we can skip now. I'm done here. I've seen everything I need to see. Don't zoom in. Stop. Cease.
Cease and desist. Do not resist. Next Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, I'll have a rubber chicken of disapproval to give vent to my displeasure.
The rubber chicken of disapproval. Just every time I talk, squeak the chicken.
ばっかり持ってるやつだね。
Standing in front of the school's front gate, nodding like an idiot. So my mind is, naturally, you. How do I describe this feeling? Aha! You want to go on a date? That's not too much to ask, right? You won't get mad at me for getting ahead of myself now that we've had sex, right? I did more or less confess to her, and she did reply. And we're already engaged, so the boyfriend part of that concern is no problem. So if my calculations are correct, it should be totally legal to ask her out on a date now.
Totally legal, like there was a law beforehand.
That was a seriously awesome night overall. Why didn't we not
Don't
see
go
that
back
CG?
to it.
Yo ho 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 ho. I can't believe I'm picturing that moment in front of my school of all places. Like, why is that second CG? Why did we not see that second CG? That one was actually a nice CG. Why did you rob me of that one? That looked adorable. Man, I know why people associate spring and summer with puberty and sex. A lesson to Nat. To keep my naughtier thoughts under control when I'm in public. Manage the pure thoughts!
Away, worldly thoughts.
Foul demon.
Form is emptiness, emptiness is form. What a pleasant, delightful moment that was now. Sex with you was just...
どうしたのレン君
Hold on,
Gonna over Ditzy.
Habsy.
and I'm
Jesus
going to put it into
Christ.
text-to-speech.
A text-to-speech device will never reveal just how incredulous the incredulity of the word.
It'll have an aneurysm.
Let's
It'll
make
have an
it,
aneurysm. Oh my
let's see.
god. It'll sound like
English.
strangling a duck.
Let's make it so... Let's hear Tom read it out.
Alright, Tom, here we go.
Ghaughnhaugpabpsi. Oh, I accidentally, like, put that in caps. Oh well.
Genhobrapabsi.
go.
Genhobrapabsi.
I didn't hear shit.
Genhobrapabsi.
You'll just have to, like, either type it in yourself or watch the video and post if you want to hear it, I suppose. Unless
Okay.
this actually just straight up, like, copies the thing itself as well. Sadly, the web page is German, so can't help much with that. Let's hear it again. Let's hear it again.
Genhobrapabsi.
Can't hop for papacy. Oh, it's you, Lydia. You startled me.
今の面白いね私も真似していい
I'm aiming for the title of #1 gag comedian this year, so please don't.
私もレン君と同じことしてみたかったのに
Look, I just want to make sure that face videos doesn't get stuck looking crazy like mine just did. It wouldn't do to make a girl like Lydia imitate that reaction on the slightest, because what I just did was definitely not that funny.
なんか悩み事
Oh, well, typical stuff for a young man, that's all. Was I that obvious?
ううんレン君もうここで30分くらい悩んでるから
13 minutes. Are you serious? How lost in thought can a man be? God, I'm such a loser. Wait, why was Lydia watching me stand here zoning out for 13 whole minutes?
悩み事だったら私聞くよ
Would you?
任せてこういう時に頼れる幼馴染ってところを見せておかないとね
He's just like, so I want to go on a date with you. Well, see you later!
Yeah.
Like, Lydia just pieces out. I don't remember her ever being this reliable before, but I won't mention that. Lydia is a normal girl at heart. Weakness to X-rated notwithstanding, she must know a thing or two about the shoujo from all the shoujo manga she reads. I'm still a new recruit as far as dating goes, virgin or not, so I have to trust someone for advice. Then I'll take you up on that offer, Sergeant.
任せんなさい
Got the corona.
Don't make me doubt you already,
Die.
Sergeant Lydia.
And her stripes.
ゆうちゃんとのデートコースか
I think we're gonna cut the part here.
セーブしたよ
Alright.
We have something to look forward to, though.
Jealousy hits
What?
like a sack of bricks.
Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and see you next time.
Look forward to
See
the
ya.
rubber chicken of disapproval.
Bye-bye.
Ah, yes, the chicken.
The chicken.